The place where you belong is where you long to be. When you finally understand where your soul's roots grow deep on land, you'll feel happy, at peace, and be free. Anyway, so I read this poem, not without purpose. So I am going to take a break from the channel for a while because thank fricking God. Also due credit, full credit. Thank you for the prayers from you guys. Things have positively shifted in my life, and I don't want to go into too much detail because I'm contrary to what some of the videos I posted in the past where I was talking about my personal and private life in huge detail as a survival mechanism as it was going through hell on earth. I was freaking talking about how I was suicidal. It was completely insane. Well, I've taken those videos down. People were very kind and supportive about that, but actually, naturally, I'm contrary to the impression you may have been given by me posting those videos in the past, if you did see them. I'm actually quite a private person, so I won't go into the details too much, but basically circumstances have improved, and I posted a video asking people to pray for me a few months ago, and geez, gotta say, it does work. I've been someone upstairs, God has been working miraculous, like literally miraculous changes and turnarounds in my life. Had a breakthrough with reconnection with a certain family member who's been pivotal in helping me, and everything's turning around. It has improved massively. So yeah, thanks to the prayers, things have really improved. But I need to now focus on just going home. Yeah, I'm in my late 30s and I haven't been home this lifetime. I'll explain that in the second part. I call it stranded ET syndrome, or variously Mowgli syndrome. But yeah, I mean, basically, I was born here in New Zealand, but I've never truly belonged in this society. I've always been like kind of like an outcast, like kind of loner, sort of in the wilderness, literally and figuratively. Because I don't really naturally get on with most Kiwis. Like, I didn't enjoy primary school or secondary school. Secondary school wasn't as bad, but they're like, when you don't belong in a culture, and the culture has a distinctly negative spiritual tilt, as New Zealand does. I've talked about this in other videos. Kiwis aren't naturally bad, but the society in the current state is very spiritually sick. I mean, if you're an outsider and you're different, that means you're weird, and you don't get treated well if you're different or weird in a spiritually sick satanic society. Everyone gets bullied, but if you're different, you get bullied even more ferociously. So suffice to say, growing up here was not much fun, but and I was literally in the wilderness. I was literally figuratively in the wilderness, like figuratively because it's like just by myself. I grew up surrounded by people, but I've never. I put it this way: I can walk around most places in New Zealand. There are some places that are sort of exceptions where I do click with the people a little bit more, and where I do feel a sense of belonging. So it's not everywhere. So there are some kind of little exceptions where I have that somewhat feeling, but even then, it's not complete feeling of belonging. But for the most part, imagine. I could be surrounded by 2,000, 3,000, 7,000 people in most places in New Zealand, and I feel lonelier than any place on earth. And and then I go out into nature by myself, and it's just me and God, and the beauty of nature, and just the trees and the birds and the lizards and the gorgeous beauty of New Zealand nature, and then I feel at peace, and then actually I don't feel lonely. The only time I don't really feel lonely in New Zealand is when I'm by myself in nature. Otherwise, I just feel really lonely, and I'm so glad I finally get to go home, because your soul just aches for it. I'm not the cry on camera type, but shed many tears, missing in pain, like missing my homeland, and it's just physically and the people had prophetic dreams about that God showed me long ago this was coming, and many prophetic dreams reassured me that I was going to get to go home, and it's finally happening, which is such a relief. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so we'll continue the channel, but it needs to take a back seat because yeah, I just need to focus on getting home. Yeah, I love New Zealand. I'm not knocking it. It's not my place, and I love the nature, but the society isn't in good shape as it is. Go watch the 2 videos. I'll put links to in the description box below. They show what my homeland looks like. Beautiful mystical place, beautiful nature.